what they do on third down. Now it's Prescott again. Into the hands of Pickett. And he hits that enemy 25-yard line before he is sent out. Big gainer here as he picks up 20. And that'll be good for a Dallas first down.
And the Cowboy first down.
Prescott to throw once more. Completes it again to Pickett. And they take him out of bounds, which means his offense setting up for first and goal.
This entire play, Kate, depends on how well he can separate from his man. You get man-to-man coverage, it's really about two things, separation and trust. Because QBs want to throw it before he breaks, that's the trust, and then they got to believe that that separation can create the big play down the field.
And he won't get in. The daylight was there for just a second, but it closed just in time to keep him out. So it's going to be second and goal.
Hey, I get it on first and goal, right? A lot of teams like to be conservative and limit risk. Even if a run is stopped short, you still got 2, sometimes 3 downs to play with.
Now it's second and goal from the 1.
46. Here we go 45. Then we're going to 53. Here we go, kill. Hey, kill. 46.
Dak now from the gun. And he will score. Touchdown, Dallas. The Cowboys finish up an excellent opening series. You come in as a significant underdog, Brock, in somebody else's building. You know how essential it is to have a good start, and these guys did just that.
Yep, you're the weaker guy in the fight. You need to make your first shot count. Make them think about it. They've seized the momentum, really given themselves a fighting chance. Now they just got to do it consistently.
That one right down the middle. And the Cowboys will jump out to a 7-0 lead. Aubrey now to kick this one away. Marvin Mims now to return it. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20.
On the return, the Broncos take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
All right, Denver getting everybody set. So they've got first and 10.
Ready. Return.
First run of the game for J.K. Dobbins. We'll have him gain about a handful there. Malik Hooker with the tackle.
Cool thing about a drive starting run like that, Kate, is it really just gives you every opportunity in the playbook, whatever you want to do. But as for me, I like to reward that runner. Give it to him again and see if he can get you a new set of downs.
First down run gets him 6. So now it is second and 4. Shotgun snap to Nix. Now it'll be caught by Troy Franklin. And he's going to be driven out by a defender just before he can get it up to midfield. Give him 18 yards on that play, Brock, and it gets him a first down. I'm not going to call this a must-score drive here in this first quarter, Brock, but when your opponents start the game with 6, it feels like you need some sort of answer.
You need a response, right? You need a response. You don't need all these home runs or big highlights. You just need to keep matriculating that ball down the field.
Throwing on first down, Nix. The throw finds Evan Ingram. And they do get him down, but the damage is done. This gets down inside the 35-yard line. An excellent gain, 20 yards there, and that's going to move the sticks. A dose of the hurry-up offense here.
First and 10 at the 34-yard line.
And they just get the play off. receive isn't going to be answered. That's incomplete as an exciting look ends our first quarter. And that is the end of our first quarter. It's the Cowboys out in front. We'll get you back to Mile High after this. We're back, and it is Broncos football as we resume. They're advancing it well as they face second down. We'll give to Dobbins out of the shotgun. And that's good for a gain of 5. That was Kenny Clark on the tackle. Offense in the hurry up here.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up third and...
Now Nick's on third down. Has him on the quick hitter. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
You know, Kate, they say a dog is a man's best friend. A tight end that moves the chains on third down, that's a QB's best friend.
First and 10 at the 23-yard line.
And keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another first and 10. Nick's from the gun. He finds his running back, R.J. Harvey. And they make the stop as that play reaches the 14-yard line.
Hey, you like these results on first. That completion right there, right in the window where all options are now available to you on second down. That playbook wide open.
Just a yard left to go on second down.
Ready. My name is
Straight ahead, here's Dobbins. And that short gain is enough for a new set of downs.
Hey, I know the temptation is there. If I'm thinking it in the booth, I know that play caller is too. That could have been a chance to be aggressive. Not the case. Go get the first down like they did, and a new set of downs to work with.
Coming to the line, this is first and 10.
Ready. My name is
Sutton, the man in motion, headed right. They send a receiver in motion right. Now we are still waiting for the scoring for anybody really to get going as we've hit our 2-minute warning. More for Mile High in just a moment. Offense getting set. Here's first and 10. Again, they'll run with Dobbins. A nice little run there, gets him 5. Second down upcoming.
That result right there is why coaches all across all levels of football and defense talk about good, solid tackling, Kate. It's not just to hear themselves talk. It's to make sure that when you can bring a guy down, you're able to, and keep them from piling on those yards.
Run picks up 6, so that means it's second and 4. Running it again with Dobbins. And second down only works out for a yard.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Mix from the gun on third down. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
The numbers tell us pretty clearly, you get to third and long, extra long, it's really hard to stay on the field. That's disappointing because that was third and manageable in an incomplete.
And they apparently don't want a field goal to start this game. They want 6. They're going for it. Going for it on fourth. Nix. No good. The pass goes incomplete, and that lengthy drive ends with nothing but a turnover on downs.
I think this defense was resigned to giving up 3 points on the opening series. Instead, well, they got the chance to deny them anything, and boy, did they ever attack it.
Offense to the line. They're going to have trips right to start out.
Let's go 40.
Prescott on first and 10. Completed over the middle. And he's going to have this one up to about the 17-yard line. The Cowboys signaling for their first time out. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. Coming to the line for another first and 10.
First down.
Here we go, boys. We're going to 53. Here we go, boys. 54, go to 50. Hey, 47. 26.
From the gun is Prescott. He throws a bullet to the full extension, and he brings it in. Now Dallas is going to call its second timeout. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half.
First down. It's a game
Ball just a yard shy of midfield. First and 10.
Yeah! There we go, in. Here we go, 46. Here we go, 46, 46. Hey, kill. Here we go, 54, wide in. Hey, kill. 47. 26.
Working out of the gun, it's Prescott. Catch is made down the right sideline. And they're on him quickly there after that catch, so the game's going to be to the 34-yard line.
Hey, kill. 47.
First down. It's a gain of 17 yards.
26.
First and 10, Prescott. Toward the sideline, and he's got it. And he's out of bounds on a gain that takes him into the red zone, Brock, inside the 15. They get 19 on that pickup, and that's good for a Dallas first down.
First and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Yeah, here we go. Here we go, going to 53. Here we go, going to 54, going to 54. Wide in. 26.
Dak throwing again. And that's going to be incomplete. Still time for a couple of plays, though. 15 seconds left. Looking for his wide receiver there. And we'll see what they do here on second down.
Hey, 47. Yeah, here we go. Wide in. 26.
Another throw for Prescott. Brought in. And a nice game here, but it stopped short of the first. Now a timeout taken by the offense, and we're going to see if they try for 2 plays here or just try the field goal right now. 7th play of the drive, offense facing 3rd and 3.
Yeah, here we go. Here we go, 46. Wide in. Hey, kill. Here we go, going to 26.
Throwing again, Prescott. And he's caught. He's got Lamb. He's going to be short of that goal line, Brock, but not of the marker. They've got a 1st and goal. So we're through 2 quarters now. Still a half of football to be played. We'll be back with more of the NFL on EA Sports.
Brandon Aubrey to kick off for the Cowboys.
Aubrey now to kick this one away. Here's R.J. Harvey on the return. Good work so far. He's got room. And he goes out of bounds, short of the 45, but still in excellent shape across the 40.
Well, that's exactly the way you want to come out of the locker room to begin the second half. And really, Kate, this 3rd phase of the game, the special teams, you just see the boost and the energy they can give to their team when they deliver a nice return to start this second half.
Nix with it on first. Got a man, it's Marvin Mims. And they're going to bring him down, but not until he gets it down to their 32-yard line. It's a 24-yard gash, and it gives them the first down. Working quickly here.
First and 10 at the 32-yard line.
The Cowboys signaling for their first timeout, as that'll leave them with just 2 to use the rest of the way. First and 10 from the 32.
2 to 12. Away. Hold on a sec. Ready.
Out of the gun, it's Nix. Escapes the pocket. He's keeping it. And he's taken out of bounds as he gets it down near the red zone. It's a gain of 11 there, and that picks up the first.
Well, I think he was looking for that running lane and that running room from the very start right there, partner. Even as he worked through his progression initially, he was waiting for space to open, and then he takes advantage with his legs.
To the line and set. Here we go, first down.
Hold on a sec. I'm up. Ready.
Nix. Buys time, rolling right. To his back, J.K. Dobbins. And this one doesn't go far. Offense to the line fast. second down. Here's Dobbins. And he's going to be stopped after a pickup of 9, and that's going to make it first and goal. Looking quickly here.
That's another Broncos first down.
Here's Nix. Chased out to his right. Too far out of the back of the end zone it goes. Incomplete.
I can pretty much guarantee you, Kate, the minute that quarterback left the pocket, that D coordinator started to hold his breath. It is so hard when you play a dual-threat QB out on the run in space, especially down here in the red zone, but the defense rises to the occasion.
Throwing here, Nix. Looking, but will not find it. So incomplete on second and goal, Brock. Chances starting to run thin to score here.
Brings up third and
You know, I say
goal.
this all the time. You get down there to the red zone, and things happen so fast. Those windows close in a hurry. That quarterback's fortunate. That was one hand and not two hands that got on the football.
Third and goal, here's Nix. I'm trying to set the screen. Dobbins. And he's brought down real close to that goal line at the one. Offense in the hurry up here.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up fourth down and goal.
Here we go with Dobbins. And he gets in. Touchdown. The Broncos cut into the lead coming out of halftime. J.K. Dobbins with the touchdown. Well, they took a gamble, and it paid off with a touchdown on fourth and goal.
And to do it on the ground at that, that's a confidence builder. Confidence builder for the big guys up front. Confidence builder for the running back to win at the line of scrimmage. And frankly, Kate, a confidence builder for this fan base that loves coaches being aggressive and going for it on fourth down.
Tolbert now to return it. And this gets out to the 30 before he stopped.
Cowboys take over first and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
Loading up on the left. It's going to be trips to that side. Here's first and 10.
Let's go.
Airing it out to start this drive. That's caught by Williams. And defenders arriving in support to finish him off at the line.
And the defense was all over that throw, able to stop it right at the line. They could smell that one coming, and they sniffed it out in a hurry.
Second and 10. Need something positive here.
Yeah! Hey, 47. 47.
Prescott here from the gun. Forced out to his right. Moving right. Airs it out down the sideline. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete.
This defense, they had a plan, and they've done an excellent job executing it. Instead of a main character, they've reduced this receiver to a footnote. Kudos to the job collectively on defense.
Prescott now on third down. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
You never, ever, as an offense, like 3 and outs, Kate, but you really don't like them on third down when you throw into tight coverage like that. Got to manufacture a better look.
And on fourth and 10, they aren't moving. They're going for this.
Yeah! We're going to 52. Hey, kill.
Back to throw it. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Talanoa Hufanga makes the play. And the Broncos have the football back just shy of the midfield stripe. Wow, this has been a great game so far, Brock. A hard-fought first half, but they're really offering an edge to their opponent here by throwing a pick on their opening drive.
And now we'll get to see if they can capitalize that and pull ahead. They've already got the ball once this half. You know that they're loose, and now they get it back just one snap later.
It is charged towards the line. That's right around 3 yards.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on second.
Here's Dobbins again on second down. Defender gets to him right around the line. It's going to be marked as no gain. So, Brock, that means third down coming up.
A 1-yard gain brings up 3rd and 6.
They'll throw, 3rd and long. He's got Sutton complete. And he's going to be drugged down, looks like at that 37-yard line.
12 yards.
They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12.
Goes first down. 1st and 10 at the 37-yard
We've set it down from 37. After 3 quarters, we're still neck and neck. Neither side has been able to fully separate. We're tied at 7 apiece as we get ready for the 4th. We've set it down from 37. Now an inside handoff to Dobbins. And he gets a few on the plunge forward.
That's the kind of run play that feels like tug-of-war at field day. And you're just not moving the other side. Just a short run. Neither side feels particularly good about it, and we'll move to the next.
They run the counter with Dobbins. Ran into a wall that time. A couple of guys able to hold him right at the line of scrimmage, so 3rd down now.
No gain on the play. It's 3rd down and 6.
He's back to throw. Now he finds his man, Ingram. And they stop him. He's marked down along that 18-yard line.
It's a gain of
Big gain, 14 on the play. And it's going to be 1st down, Denver.
I'm not sure how this defense let that guy slip through him like that. On 3rd down, nonetheless, he took that snap as an opportunity, and man, did he make an impact play.
A give right side to Dobbins. And they make the stop after giving up 6 yards. Good run on 1st. It's 2nd down.
That does not show up on any explosive stat sheet, but let me tell you, Kate, that's the real deal right there. You run for that kind of yardage consistently in the NFL, you do set yourself up for success.
1st down run gets him 6, so now it is 2nd and 4. Dobbins trying the right side. And this is headed the wrong way. They're going to lose yards here. It's going to bring up 3rd down. The presence of those tight ends works both ways, Brock. You know this. Gives them more blockers up front, but it also clues the defense in to be ready for that run.
Yeah, you could put 7 blockers up there, even put 8, I don't know, 9. All the blockers in the world, but if they don't work in concert together to create a lane, it doesn't matter.
Play number 9 of the drive. It's going to be 3rd and 5 to go. Shotgun handoff for Dobbins. And he's going to have enough for the 1st down. Not by much. He's got it. That's all that matters. Sets him up with a 1st and goal.
Right here, Kate, this is where I'd love to see a team go no huddle. He just ripped off a great run. A momentum-changing run. Now get back to the line and don't let that defense breathe.
Dobbins is across the line for the Denver touchdown. The Broncos jump in front late. J.K. Dobbins with the touchdown. Watts there to tack on the extra point. And the Broncos break that tie and now lead by 7. Here's Lutz set to kick this away. Turpin with a return. Good work so far. He's got room. He's going to reach that 34-yard line before he stopped.
Hey, Kate, the best kick returners I was ever around, really at any level, they want this opportunity. They want their chance to help their team. They know they're down, but they also know that return, especially a good one like this, can set the offense up for success.
Setting up to pass. That could be it, folks. It's intercepted. Dre Greenlaw picks it off. And the Broncos make the play that should win them this game. That last last interception gave them a chance to take the lead, partner. And now their defense gets them another one, so they can start growing this advantage.
Yeah, this defense letting them know we don't want to defend a small lead. Here's the ball again. Go get us a 2-score advantage this time.
Has it at the 7. And this one is over. He's got the Broncos the first down, and that should just about button up this victory.
Gain of 18. That's good for a Broncos first down.
You're going to pass it here. And that is the catch that should end this game and seal this win. Touchdown! So that should be the one that does it, Brock. A big one late that puts them up here 2 scores.
What a complete performance overall. The clock where it is and where it stands right now, Kate, that should be the capper. And that is so satisfying as an offense to go up 2 scores.
Turpin with a return. And pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29.
The Cowboys take over first and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
Cowboys just about set. Here comes first and 10.
Yeah! At 47. And we're going to 54 right here. 26.
First down, here's Dak. That's completed right side. And he's going to get this one into enemy territory to the 47. Give him 24 yards on that one. And that'll be good for Dallas first down.
Here we go 47. Here we go 46. Hey, kill. 47. 26.
Dak now from the gun. Brought in by Jake Ferguson. And he's got his guys into the red zone before someone can force him out. That one goes for 31 yards and a first down when all is said and done.
Another Cowboys first down.
Here we go.
A gain of 31 yards.
In the red zone now.
First down, Dallas.
That's much too high and out of the end zone. Incomplete.
Is
Took his shot at 6 that time. And that'll bring up second down.
Here we go. Kill. Yeah, here we go. I take. Go right in. Here we go 47. 26.
Back to the air. Prescott. Cut near the goal line. And they're going to be set up with first and goal as this goes out of bounds, Brock, at the 3-yard line.
yards on the play.
Move the chains! Gotta move them chains! Show momentum. Keep that defense on its heels.
Dak throwing again. And that's a touchdown. Great catch there, and with almost no time left. Now, Brock, they're going to need a miracle, but it is still possible. No hesitation on that throw. He got the guy he wanted right away, and he got it to him for the touchdown.
You know, it's great, Kate, to draw up plays and have all sorts of different options, but it's even better when you don't have to get to your second read. His first broke open just like they planned, and that's 6 in the end. He knows he should have had that one, but in the end, it really doesn't matter. He still did his job and denies that offense 2 more points.
And the kick is recovered by that Broncos hands team. Well done by them, and that should put the finishing touch on this victory. From the 40-yard line now, this is first and 10. Oh, Bronk, look at this. He's set up to throw it. Getting out to his left. Taking a chance to the end zone. And it's incomplete. Kept the pedal down, though, the whole way. Still taking shots until the very last play. So to the side of me, mile-high salutes throughout the building. It's a win at home for the Broncos. This is the type of game everyone was hoping they'd see when they entered this stadium, Brock, you and I included. A close one that went all the way down to the final whistle.
And, Kate, this is one of the bigger adjustments a college player has to make to the NFL. In college, you get a lot of blowouts. The NFL, every game you get calloused because you know more often than not they'll be like this, a one-possession game. It's not about how you start. It's all about how you finish.